Hello and welcome to another SendFox showcase. In this video, we'll be demonstrating how to import contacts from Google Sheets to an email automation software called SendFox. So, as always, let us first create our new project. We can name it how we like and give an optional description as to keep a better track of all the projects we currently have. With that out of the way, we can now create our first task within the project. So we'll first need to set up our source and target integrations. As we said, the source integration is going to be Google Sheets. We simply need to name it, give a short description, and choose the Google account we wish to use. As we see here in this drop-down menu, the entity that's going to be sent over is spreadsheet. Okay, now we can move on to setting up our target integration. As we said in the beginning, it's going to be SendFox. So the process is the same. We need to name it and give an optional description. However, in this section you will be prompted for an API key. Simply go to the SendFox platform. Here in the upper right corner, click on Settings, then on API, and then you can create a new token. Name it how you like and click on Create. Once you get the link, simply paste it over where you were prompted 2 moments ago. We now have to choose the entity that's going to get imported, and as you see here, the available entities context, which suits us perfectly. With that out of the way, we can proceed with configuring the source integration. As our source integration is Google Sheets, it's simply a matter of choosing the actual file that we wish to import the data from. Here you have various options as to what's going to happen with the actual file once the task gets completed. You can move it, you can rename it, you can delete it. Let's leave it as is for now. Next step is configuring the source filter. It's completely optional. Here you can see all the criteria we can filter the data by. However, for the sake of this video, we'll skip this step. We have now reached the mapping section. Here we need to match the fields of our source integration found on the left hand side to those fields of our target integration found on the right hand side. If you'll notice this small orange dot next to the field of our target integration, that means that the field is mandatory to get mapped, otherwise the task will not work. Let's finish off mapping. As you see, it's a pretty straightforward process. You just drag the field found on the left hand side and drop it so it matches the field on the right hand side. After that is done, you will be taken to our last step, which is configuring the task settings. Here you can change various options pertaining to the task, such as renaming it, giving it a short description. Moving on, we can change how the task is going to get put into motion. You can set it so it runs on a schedule, either hourly, monthly, weekly, or you can set it to get triggered after another task from any of our projects and other tasks gets completed. However, for the purpose of this video, we will leave it as blank and trigger the task manually later on. Another useful feature that SendSpider has is sending out an email whenever the task succeeds or fails. Okay, after you click on finish, you will be taken to the task dashboard. Here you have a nice visual representation of what's actually going to happen inside the task. And here on the right hand side, you can choose to either edit, duplicate, delete the task, view the execution log history if you ran the task before, and lastly, you can trigger the task manually, which is what we are going to do. Okay, after you've put the task into motion, you will be taken to the execution log. Here you can follow the task's completion process. This task shouldn't take too long to reach 100%, seeing as how we're not importing that many contacts. And here you go, the task got completed. Now it's time to check whether the contacts actually got imported to SendFox. So let's go to the SendFox platform and see what we have inside the contacts. And yeah, here we have basically all the 4 contacts imported from our Google Sheets. So there you have it, another synchronization done successfully via the SendSpider web app. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more content. Also, you can visit our website at www.sendspider.com or get in touch with us on Facebook at facebook.com/SendSpider. Thank you once again for joining us today, and I hope I'll see you soon in another showcase. Until then, have a wonderful day and stay safe.